Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Sensei of Kung Tech Fu coming back to you once again live. And it is that time, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed, it is that time once again. So always remember.
Scared money don't make no money. A scared man don't make no money. Scared money don't make no money. A scared man don't make no money. Scared money don't make no money. A scared man don't make no money. Scared money don't make no money. A scared man don't make no money. Scared money don't make no money. Don't be scared, make a move. A scared man don't make no money. You ain't got shit to lose. Scared money don't make no money. Go on and put that trade in. A scared man don't make no money. It's time to get paid.
Time to get paid, ladies and gentlemen. This just in, ladies and gentlemen. There are many billionaires dumping the shares of their companies, from Mark Zuckerberg to Jamie Dimon. JP Morgan now goes into bankruptcy, but it's not because they don't have any money. It's because they are taking their fiat money and they are moving it into crypto. Welcome to the new world of digital ledger technology. Larry Fink of BlackRock just dumped 30,978 BlackRock shares equaling $25 million. All millionaires and billionaires are moving their money into crypto. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the thing that you have to understand. On March 11th, 2024, the Federal Reserve will make some big decisions and will collapse banks. And what does that mean for me and you? It means you need to get your money out of the banks and into crypto and into self-custody, ladies and gentlemen.
You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day, live to make another play. Patience is a virtue, finna cash out any day. Stacked it to the ceiling, now I park my cars in valet. Move, bitch, get out the way, charging that shit like a bull. Call me Scottie Pippen, cause these pips, they keep my wallet full. Bank account on overflow, now I'm down in Tokyo. Me and Flopping Groper stung the market like a Scorpio. Bullish like a rodeo, feel like I hit the lottery. Crypto face, man, already making history. Yep, you gon' remember me from trading pairs perfectly. My faith in market cipher B, double hump diversity. While you trade nervously, add it to your misery. Gonna take some notes, better yet, why don't you follow me? Stay tuned, I'ma let you see how I rate these millies in. Save this video and make a playlist, call it Bullish Trends.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So what we are here to do today is know and understand the landscape of what's happening. Did you know that back in 2020, Congress made an attempt to secretly pass the Banking Act for All, which would have created a U.S. CBDC, and your local U.S. Postal Service would have been the central hubs and or what we in crypto known as wallets. Whoever controls the flow of money, ladies and gentlemen, controls the world. It is time for you to control your own world by moving your money into crypto, off of exchanges, and into your own self-custody wallet. Welcome back to the channel once again, ladies and gentlemen. And before we get underway, I just have to tell you guys that, of course, I am not a financial advisor, but I do have some suggestions for you. And if you decide to take action on anything that I present, please be a responsible adult and take responsibility for your own actions. Because in this game, as the song just said, you win some, you lose some. The goal, of course, is to win more than you lose, ladies and gentlemen. And speaking of that, never ever put into your investments more than you can afford to lose, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the guidelines. So please do not put your rent money, do not put your food money, do not put your living expense money into crypto. If you have anything left over after you pay your bills, then you can do so with that. I am a living example of that because I started my investment in the crypto world with $1. every day. That was my goal. My goal was to make $1 in Bitcoin before I even got out of bed, ladies and gentlemen. So yes, and that's how I started. Okay. I started with $1. So your excuses are out. There are no more excuses. All right, you have to find a way to win, ladies and gentlemen. So before we get underway, let me just talk about the preliminaries very quickly, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the preliminaries we always talk about is Kinesis money. And I don't know if I have it here in the tabs. Let me just see if I can pull this up. And Kinesis money, of course, no, it's not going to come up. Let's just see here. Well, I'll just simply tell you about it. Kinesis money, of course, is tokenized gold and silver, ladies and gentlemen, where you can have take your worthless fiat money before it crashes and burns into nothing, transform that wealth into your into tokenized gold and silver, because tokenization is where all of this is heading. Real estate will be tokenized. Okay, the deeds will become NFTs and things of the sort, and everything will be anything of value will be tokenized, ladies and gentlemen. So Kinesis money, the referral link for that will be down in the description, and everything that you token, all of your tokenized gold and silver, of course, is fully redeemable. The next on the list, of course, is, let's see if this one will come up, is Ultimo, ladies and gentlemen. No, it doesn't want to seem to come up, but that's okay. Ultimo, ladies and gentlemen, is simply a offshore crypto banking account so that you can on and off ramp your money from fiat into crypto and from crypto into fiat. And when you place your crypto into your offshore crypto account, you can then transfer it or swap it into fiat, and then you can pay your bills either from your account, or you can go to the ATM machine, because they do provide you with an ATM card where you can take up to $20,000 a day cash out if you have that much in your account, of course. And third of all, of course, is Spritz Finance. And with Spritz Finance, it's a more localized version of Ultimo, but Spritz Finance is basically where you pay your bills. And if you have multiple income streams, as I am teaching you here in my show, Things You Should Know, then you will basically be able to pay your bills with the dividends that you earn from crypto. So in essence, once you get your foundation together in crypto, you will essentially be paying your bills for free, because that's the goal. The goal is to have your money working for you, you not working for your money, so you escape wage slavery and you have your wealth, you expand your wealth, and you live off of the dividends, ladies and gentlemen. So before we get underway, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's a lot going on in the way of, AI, ladies and gentlemen, and there's a lot of things going on with that. One of the kings of those projects, of course, is BitTenzer, and they're huge. They are very huge. As a matter of fact, here's the wallet right here. There's the official wallet here for BitTenzer. And yeah, when you go into this thing, I actually moved my BitTenzer from here and I put it into my Nova wallet, ladies and gentlemen, because Nova wallet actually holds BitTenzer. And being that I have biometrics on the device that I'm using, I feel that it's safer there, and I will stake it from there. But there are many other protocols that have aligned themselves with BitTenzer, and one of them is PAAL AI, PAL AI. And this is a huge platform, ladies and gentlemen. And a matter of fact, when you get your PAL, you can go in here and you can stake your PAL. And there's a lot of different things going on. I'm not really here to talk about AI today, ladies and gentlemen, but I did just want to point you in this direction. And just here's another big one on the list, which is OPSEC, and OPSEC is huge. And I invite you guys to go here and to look about it and to read about it. And basically, as you can see here, those are their partnerships, decentralized supercomputer applications, and AI and quantum computers will be the biggest things happening in the future, and as it will all relate to tokenization, ladies and gentlemen. And the third thing on the list, of course, is AIT protocol, which is also extremely huge, ladies and gentlemen. And they have also registered with BitTensor as a subnet, ladies and gentlemen. And just to give you an example of how big BitTensor is, you know, just to register as a subnet with BitTensor, it will cost you the equivalent of $3.2 million. In essence, you have to have $3.2 million just to walk in the door, ladies and gentlemen. These are the types of facts and figures and big boys that we are talking about. Next up on the list, of course, is a another super duper headbanger here. And like I said, I'm not really here to talk about these things today. I just want to point you in this direction. And if you care about becoming financially independent in crypto, this is where you need to go. And as I said in my last video, when I was talking about the Earn protocol on the Pulse chain, um, I hear a lot of people in crypto, and this is not to bash anybody. This is not to say, oh, who's better, who's worse, who's right, who's wrong. No, we're not here to get into any of that. We're simply here to look at the facts. And one of the facts of the matter is, as I start to hear misnomers that start to get spread around, it's kind of like one day somebody, you ever hear about splitting the pole? I was bad luck to split the pole. Well, that's just something somebody made up and it caught on. And to this very day, you have people throughout the years saying the same thing. So you just need to ask yourself a question in that regard. It's like, okay, well, if you split the pole, if it's bad luck, if you just do something, you have to say to you, well, who are you offending if you split the pole? A spiritual policeman? I mean, you just have to think about these things because that's where old wives' tales and myths come from. Somebody thinks something up and it catches on. And before you know it, it's regarded as somewhat of a truth when it's nothing more than ridiculousness that caught on. So I hear things in the crypto space where, people are saying, ridiculous things. And this is, like I said, it's not to bash anybody, but they're saying, oh well, doing crypto on your phone is it's unsafe. No, it's actually a little safer because we have phones now that are just as powerful as your laptop, and not only that, but our phone usually has one thing that our laptops usually don't have. There are very few of them, and that of course is biometrics, especially when it comes to the fingerprint, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, so just this is what we're here to do. But this is Centropy, ladies and gentlemen. This is a data layer for Web3, decentralized multi-purpose on-chain data streaming oracle for applications and blockchains. So I invite you guys to go through here and do your own research, and not only do your own research, but also rely on the research of others that are more experienced than you, more knowledgeable than you, more in tune with the community. So that's one of the reasons why I'm as informed as I am, because I am not an entity unto myself. I learn from people that are in the know, and I am willing to take direction from those who are in the know, ladies and gentlemen. So that is me pointing you in the right direction when it comes to AI, and it is huge, 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 ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to AI and things of this nature. But you can go to CoinGecko and you can actually look up all of these coins and get the correct contract addresses. And probably my next video, I will probably do a deep dive. If you want me to do a deep dive into this stuff, just leave that down in the comments and I will do so. So today, what are we here to look at? We are here to look at the second coming of Titanx, ladies and gentlemen. So any of you who know about Titanx know that in the beginning, you know, first movers advantage was huge. Okay. You have your mine, you have your stake, you got your payouts, you got your burn. So many of us know about Titanx. And if you don't, then you need to go and, go back and kind of find out the what's going on with Titanx. But for those of you that know, you already know. And the reason why I'm bringing up Titan X today, I actually still have a stake here, on Titan X that will be coming to fruition soon. But I'm here to talk about Hpyer actually, because Hpyer has finally launched, ladies and gentlemen. Hpyer has finally launched. And what we are seeing with Hpyer, as you can see here, it is day one, ladies and gentlemen. It is day one. All right, we're about 12 hours into this thing. And I was going to wait a little while to bring you this video because I just sent some crypto over to the exchange so that I can swap it out for ETH and put that into my wallet and then go ahead and create a miner here. And if you know, like I know, you know that first movers advantage and things like this is huge, ladies and gentlemen. So Hpyer has actually manifested a little different than we've been kind of been given breadcrumbs about what it was going to be and how it was going to function, and we've looked at all different types of things going on with it, but it kind of it's kind of a little bit different than the what I was envisioning in my mind based upon the information that we got along the way. And one of the first things that we can see down here is they got rid of the 280-day max length stake miner. So right now, a max miner is only 88 days. Now, Jake likes those 88s because he's into gematria and stuff like that. So, in the belief system that, the numerology and gematria talks about, 8 is the number of wealth, which is why you see a lot of 8s in Titan X and Hpyer. Okay, so just give you a little, background there. But a max length miner here is 88 days. And basically, Titan X gave us the ability to iron out a lot of on hand real life problems as they play out in real life. So being that we saw all that went over, and we in Titanx was kind of like, our real life test run into what's happening now, but it's still viable, it's still going on, and it will work in conjunction with Hpyer. Okay, so if we just take a look over here, if we look at, we also have a miner power of 100, of course, and you can play with that. You could take that down so that you don't have to pay so much, on entry if you didn't have it like that. Okay, but if we just look over here, you see that if you are able to put in 0.2 ETH, which equates $795, at the end you should be looking at the end of just short of 90 days, 88 days. If things held true, well, not true, I should say, but if things were, if you, let's just say, if you were cashing this miner out today, you would get $141,000 like that. When you see here what they call dashboard money, you are not looking at something that is fictitious. You are looking at something that is the acting truth of the moment. In other words, if your money was maturing today, that's what you would get. So it's not a fantasy. It's not delusions of grandeur. No, it's there. Today it's there. Tomorrow it might not be. Next week it might not be. It may start to dwindle because the more people that come into the protocol, the more it chops down the APR or the APY because there's more mouths to feed, ladies and gentlemen, which means you get a smaller portion. And also, you have this. And this is right here. You can see this is the next difficulty increase. So every 24 hours, it gets a little bit harder to mine Hpyer, just like Titanx. Every day becomes a little bit harder to mine Hpyer. You get less every day. This creates scarcity and is similar to a Bitcoin halving, but happens every day. You can read the daily update in the docs for more info. General rule is today is always better than tomorrow. You see, ladies and gentlemen, and like my mother used to always say, never put off to tomorrow what you can do today. So the sooner you get in here, the better off you are. Now, one thing being that I was in Titanx and I am now also in DripX, dare I say. There's a little drama going on between the communities, but I don't care anything about that because I'm not here for that. I'm not here to argue with people. I'm not here to debate with people and you this and that this and hurl insults and back and forth. It's a complete waste of time, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for one thing and one thing only. We're not here to make friends. We're not here for social acceptability. We're here to try and make some money and catapult ourselves into financial independence, okay? Because yeah, let's just leave it leave that right where it is. Um Basically we give it the attention it deserves, which is none. Okay? So, what we did learn in things like DripX, Titanx, well Titanx of course being the original, I should say, is we learned a few things. I had several miners in Titanx. I still have one in there. I have miners in DripX right now in the Binance Smart Chain. So you see, Titanx, DripX is really not a competitor overall to Titanx or Hyper because it's on a completely different blockchain. All right. So there's no direct competition. There's only emotional competition, you know. So yeah, you can see how hard I am, how hard I'm trying not to touch that. I want to touch it, but I'm not going to. Here we are. So yeah, so if we just look, everything you put over here, whatever you put over here in the create hyper miner, you will see the calculations over here. So you see, there's no need to guesstimate, ladies and gentlemen, because whatever you put over here, you're going to see your roundabouts over here. So what I learned in my time in Titanx and now DripX, you know, is that first mover's advantage is powerful. So for the first couple of weeks, like you can make a 14, 21, 31 day miner and it will be profitable. Okay. So if I just put 9 days here, it's telling me over here that if this miner matured today, I would get $15,831. But of course, it's not maturing today. It's maturing in what? In 9 days. And because it's maturing in 9 days, and hold on one second here, ladies and gentlemen. I got coming in. I'll be right back. Yes, sir. At 100% power, that's the buy-in would be $795, and the dollar value at the end will be 15,000 because the ROI, the percentage of the ROI is 1,891 and 85 cents. Okay. Now, what if we did 50 power? What if we did half the power? If we did half the power, of course, we would pay half of the money. So now we will only need $397 in order to get 7,915. Okay. Also a 1,891 and 85% ROI or a multiplicating factor there. All right. So it's up to you how hard you want to go in. But the harder you go, the more you get. You see what I'm saying? So there's right there. If we go, let me see, what's that there? Minor power. Wow, I just hit max there and it went all the way up to 10,000. I just discovered something here, ladies and gentlemen. So you can actually take this power all the way up to 10,000 power. So it actually goes higher than 100. All right. So let's say I did 1, 2, 3. Let's say I did 1,000 power. If I did 1,000 power for 9 days, all right, now we're looking at 158,317 because it will be 7,900 and almost $8,000 buy-in. Okay. but the return will be astronomical if you actually have that, ladies and gentlemen. So this is what we're looking at. So you can go in here and play with the numbers, and I would suggest to you guys to get in the habit as investors, as people who are catapulting themselves into financial independence. Um, I would simply suggest to you to practice being objective and keeping it simple, ladies and gentlemen. All right, because it's very easy to get emotional. It's very easy to make bad decisions, you know, but we have to get in the habit of keeping it simple and, you know, separating our emotions from, the thing, being objective, not being emotionally attached to our decisions. Okay. And you should also make decisions that you are comfortable with. Try not to make decisions, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to keep you up at night. Okay. And this is why we have the guidelines. This is why I say do not put your rent money into things like, just because you see numbers like this, don't be like a gambler in the casino where, you just lost your house, you just lost your car. You say, oh, all I need is $500 and I'm going to get it all back. No, don't delude yourself. Okay. Take it slow and easy, nice and steady, because incremental is the way to go, ladies and gentlemen. This is why I'm just going to, let's say if I did max here, if you did max here and you had the ability, some of us do, if you had the ability to put in 20 ETH, which is $80,000 for 90 days, that's $1.5 million right there, ladies and gentlemen. And the thing that I want to say to you guys is, don't think that this is not possible. It is totally possible, because we've already seen that this is possible. If you've been in Titanx, you know this is possible. If you were a day one or a week one or a week two, I wasn't a day one in Titanx. I knew about Titanx, but I didn't have the firepower at that moment to launch into it. Okay, I had to wait a few days, and that's why I did okay. But I could have did much better if I was a day one, like I will be in this one. So basically, this is our chance, my chance, your chance. This is our chance to be day one people. Okay, so that's where we're going to end it, ladies and gentlemen. So go on in here, go to Hpyer. I'm going to leave the link down in the description. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this